no more Eugene segments. No more Eugene. And we're like, shut up, idiot. And we throw a sledgehammer into Martin's thing. I listen, I don't know how long he lasts. I think this is like the last year. Although I remember him getting shaved bald by Vince like the year after.
Wikipedia said he got fired in 07.
Okay, so he hasn't done Super Eugene yet.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Raw down, right, guys?
Yeah.
Ooh, it sure is. Yeah.
This has got to be the worst episode I've seen out of both shows.
Now, what do you mean by worst?
Like, worst...
Because, I mean, in terms of content, I mean, yeah, just off the jump, trigger warning for, I think, everything you could possibly have.
Yeah, I'll put it in the notes. Check the SoundCloud, YouTube. I'll put the warnings in there, because this episode is full of them.
But in terms of nonsense, it's horrific in many ways, but it's not boring. I'll give it that, unless the matches are happening. Those are all boring as hell.
Oh, all the matches are bad.
The main event's alright, actually. I mean, it's not good, but things happen.
Yeah. Although, yeah. I mean, Triple H and Ric Flair had a decent match, but of course, Triple H, Big H has got to be like, I got to go 10 to 15 minutes every time.
2 commercial breaks.
And on Peacock, they play like a minute and a half full of ads that are just awful.
I mean, to be fair, maybe he's the only one that wants to go 10 to 15 minutes on these shows.
What are you talking about? Are you telling me that Ashley and Mickey wanted to go half a minute?
Yes.
Probably as long as Ashley could go.
Yeah.
Joe, bring your mic up, pal. You're very far away. You're like across the room. I know.
Ashley is green.
I mean, like, do you really want to watch 15 minutes of Chris Masters and Kane?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, because it would be funny. Martin would have to talk about it.
No, I wouldn't. I would just
That's
say
your guy.
It's too long and say it's bad.
I want like 5-page of notes on Chris Masters and how he would be implemented in today's age.
Probably better, honestly.
You mean current NWA superstar Chris Adonis?
Yes. Yeah, get him out of there. No, get him out of there because Tyrus fucking blows.
Tyrus has to go back to Qatar.
As Billy Corgan
I
says,
thought
you're
Tyrus
not a true
was...
fan. Unless you like Tyrus.
If you don't like Tyrus.
Yeah.
I saw that. And I guess I'm not a true fan.
I didn't like him when he was Brodus Clay. I didn't like him as the Rockosaurus dinosaur. I didn't like him as the fucking big guy that can't move. I never liked Tyrus. He fucking sucks. Yet they just keep saying, come on, you gotta like him. Funky's on a roll. I think the funniest thing about that whole thing is Xavier would stole his theme and didn't give it back. And Brodus got mad about it in character and still lost because he fucking sucks.
Yeah,
that was an NXT 2015 match.
That was
for the
14,
Aces.
pal. We're going way 14? Back. Yeah, we're going to go with NXT Arrival days.
Oh boy,
pre-takeover. So we had 4 tournament matches, and we had a mixed tag match and Ashley and Mickey match.
Yep.
So there was a lot of matches, but none of them were really remarkable. This fucking promo that starts off the show was tough, dude. Fucking, they bring out Maria, and she's just like, "You're the former WWE champion." Like, again, why would she say that? How rude on Maria's part to just say former. Nobody says that.
Well, like Maria says, Edge should be honored to have been a former WWE champion. To which Lita then smacks her in the face and grabs her by the hair and says, "Announce him as the future WWE champion." After he smashes John Cena.
Because John Cena is the current and undeserving champion. He's stinky and bad. And later, he's an assaulter. We'll talk about that later, though.
John Cena loves his women.
Kinda.
I thought that was actually just to kind of dry up like the front of the stairs.
Huh? Did Nico get... Nico, are you in the hole? Nico fell in the hole? Holy shit.
No.
Can you crawl up?
He fell further!
Oh my god, dude! Nico, come out! Oh my god, he's dead.
Nico fell down looking for the taping of Heat.
Nico and Mama Benjamin have both gone to heaven.
We love you.
Can we cut to it on the video file of just Mama Benjamin laying on the ground next to her wheelchair, and Sheldon looking? He didn't even care. Can we just talk about that real quick? Sheldon did not care that Mama died. Mama died, and he still finished the match.
No, he got choke slammed to death, and then his mama was already facing the medical complications of a heart attack. And then when he came to, he was like, "Oh, Mama."
That's why he lost.
Him to back up as they
he
put
tried
her on
to
the
throw
stretcher.
the medics away. He tried to push them off of her.
Yeah, he's like,
Did
"Stop
he
helping
want
her!
Mama to die.
Stop
Hold
helping
on.
her! Stop!" All right, we're gonna cook that up later. But is Nico okay? Is he? Oh wait, we're pulling him out. We're getting
He's crawling through the drudges of hell.
We're pulling him up with the rope.
Whoa.
Nico,
Oh, there
we're
we
glad
Nico,
you're back.
I'm glad you're back.
What did you see in that Forsaken Storm?
Man, a lot of bad booking, let me tell you.
Oh man, tell me about it. Was Vince down there?
It's just...
Russo?
Yeah,
Your uncle?
both of them.
Oh man.
Yeah. Vince Russo was telling me how to save modern day wrestling.
Yeah, what's the secret?
He was like, the secret is give Tyrus a sex gimmick.
Oh, come on. No, wait. Oh,
And
no.
he's the big bad heel. He makes all the women, he tries to take all their clothes off, and then there's the valiant face, the valiant Christian face, I must say, who will save the day. And the whole point of the segment is to make wrestling stupid so he doesn't have to do it anymore.
Are you sure this isn't just the new XPW? Because
Yeah.
I think this is a Rob Black production.
I mean,
From what
to be
you're cooking
fair, Vince Russo does steal ideas every now and then. I mean, I should know. He is my uncle. So, I want to be shocked. I'm just saying.
Oh no.
You know, he floods my basement and then he tells me the stupid ideas.
Yeah,
Like,
it took you a while.
You know
to get
who'd
out of
make
that.
the best? I know. You know who'd make a great women's champion? Charlotte Flair. Give her a Roman Reigns run.
No, it's right. No, that's correct though because she's goated. Thank you, Charlotte. I got Charlotte pilled for a while. End of 2022 when Ronda wouldn't stop, we had to have Charlotte save us. Thank you, Queen.
I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I can't be Charlotte.
Charlotte's gonna save us from Ronda's tag team title run currently. So, thank you, Queen.
You
again.
know what?
Charlotte and Rhea gonna win the belts. So yeah, this Edge promo, right?
Mhm.
He's always 4 moves ahead of all you dumbasses.
He also
playing 40
says
chess.
that he was the highest viewed champion in the last 4 years.
They love the
Which,
ratings.
I mean, buddy, get off the fucking dirt sheets. We've had
No.
enough of you.
We're on old school Reddit right now, and he's scouring the Squared Circle forums to see if they're talking about him.
Yep.
And of course they are, because Edge is goated.
Yeah.
Lita,
It was that white one.
huh?
It was...
I'm saying,
Nico, no, you can't just say that and fall down the hill again. No, come back. Nico, come back. Okay, we're good. It was just a small hill this time.
I'm sorry, my basement flooded, so...
oh, that wasn't a bit.
I
I'm so
can't
sorry.
tell if this is a bit or not.
No.
It's like, oh, Vince Russo flooded my basement. I'm like, oh, okay.
He's sitting down there with a bucket, just pouring water into his basement, bit by bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know the feel, brother.
It's okay. Nico
Yeah,
installed the
no.
nozzle outside, and he's turning it off and turning it back on because
Yeah.
he's like, it's finally done flooding. But then Vince is sitting there just pouring more buckets in. I'm so sorry,
Abominable.
Nico.
Yeah. It's alright. Yeah, I told you I didn't have time to watch.
What do you mean?
I've...
You just saw it, the whole episode.
Oh, you know...
Wink,
No,
wink.
not that. No, not that. I saw, Remember we were talking about that movie?
What movie?
Exactly. Anyways, let's
Oh.
move on.
You can't just hit me with that. Oh, man. Listen, pal. This is the future WWE Champion Edge here. And then Hacksaw Jim Duggan
Yeah.
comes down.
Mm-hmm.
And Hacksaw's like, take it easy, tough man. Take it easy. I heard that you want a
He's
special
just-
guest ref for the big title match next week. Edge's like, come on, dude, what are you talking about? And he goes, USA. And Edge's
That's
like, what the
right.
fuck does this have to do with USA, you stupid bitch? And then Hacksaw's like,
Well,
oh.
It's because Edge is a Canadian.
And
That
then
way he
Edge
says
Yeah.
beats
USA.
the shit out of Jim Duggan. I mean, and I'm cheering for Edge. because Jim Duggan fucking sucks, and his gimmick is awful.
Wow. Jim Duggan's probably gonna shoot Edge next
And
week.
then fucking Edge spears Maria right after Lita smacked her, and John Cena comes and saves her.
Well, no, he was about to, right? Then Lita started beating up on Maria, and Edge was charging up for a spear, and then John Cena thankfully rumbles into the ring, and then and then breaks it up and casts them off.
Take it easy, tough guy. WrestleMania is 55 days away.
Yes, MGTOW Cena hits the ring in an effort to prove he is truly a nice guy and save Maria. However, she does not unretain his semen immediately, and he is upset. And the sex havers once again derided and assaulted.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Is Jim Duggan a sex haver or a sex enjoyer? Because I think he's had sex maybe once.
At least once, right?
Yeah, so he probably just enjoys it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a married man.
Is he? After that promo?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. What, Jim Duggan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about the same Jim Duggan?
All right.
I mean, his name's Jim Duggan, so he's dugging him in.
What are you trying to say?
I would also like to point out, I watched this show with my girlfriend. At one point, referring to Maria, she said, "I already forgot her name, but I hate her."
Fair enough.
That's fair. It's valid. And correct, I think, because you have no reason to remember.
So, out comes the World Tag Team Champion. Ready for his... Was it Road to WrestleMania Tournament?
I believe so, yes.
And they didn't explain what this was for until at least an hour and a half in. They just said, it's a tournament, guys.
Well, no, they showed...
You get a match at WrestleMania.
The opening video package was also advertising this tournament. I skipped through half of it, too, thinking it was just a hype package. But then they told me.
Well, it's a tournament, but they didn't explain what it was for. They just said, hey, it's a match for Mania. And then they were like, oh, you get a title match in the last one. I just thought it was a match for Mania. You get to be on the show. And they're like, well, this is like the Royal Rumble.
Well,
that's what they say.
Spoiler for later in the show, but we do get like an ad break or like a return to commercial promo where I guess the winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble, Rey Mysterio, is challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship, I guess.
Yeah.
So now they're having a tournament for the WWE Championship, which is, of course, the more prestigious championship.
Well, now, not really. I mean, John Cena's the champ, so...
Unfortunately. Well, it's not the belt's fault that he's holding it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's true. Yeah, so we got Chris Masters versus the World Tag Team Champion, Kane.
Yeah, you got one of
fan over here.
You got one of the laziest people in wrestling against one of the worst wrestlers of all time.
Which is which?
Going at it here.
That's a good point.
So, once again, Slow Chemical, the best part of this whole segment. It usually is, but, Kane hits the pyro before the match, so I'm already upset because I'm pretty sure he's losing. Chris Masters also gets a full entrance. Thank Christ. I didn't want this match going longer than it had to. Just a bunch of strikes. Who fucking cares? There's a guy with the sign that says, Carlito, what did the five fingers say to the face? Slap. So shout out to 2006. That's just a thing you wrote on a sign, dude. That's not commentary. This is what we did in 2006. We would just yell things from television shows at each other.
Were you on the internet around 2006? It was essentially that kind of humor.
I know, but I mean, it's a sign at a wrestling show. It's supposed to be incomprehensible or racist or homophobic, and there's one that I think is homophobic later that I'll talk about.
Okay.
When do we start getting the signs that say John Cena has cheeseburger?
Find out in 2075 when we get to, 2016, 2012 Monday Night Raw. But
stop, Edge. You could have dropped my croissant.
So the finishing segment of this match is basically Chris Masters putting Kane in the master lock, and he devises ways to get out of it several times. Chris Masters rakes the eyes to escape a choke slam. Kane gets out of another master lock, but then that one somehow is transitioned into a pin. I watched it once, I don't understand how this happens, and I realized I didn't give a fuck, so I didn't rewatch it. and it happens in the corner. So Chris Masters, right in pretty full view of the ref, is grabbing both ropes and pinning Kane with his legs, and he wins.
Yeah,
So,
let's go. The GOAT wins.
Yeah, so Chris Masters, after 7 boring minutes, wins a match, and we have to believe the ref somehow didn't see him very obviously holding down the ropes to keep Kane pinned.
If you want to feel more depressed, that match went 3 minutes.
Cool. I don't know. I legitimately do not know if anybody took a bump in this match. I'm going to be honest.
Okay, Chris Masters was kind of trying because Kane had a lot of like turnbuckle clotheslines where Chris Masters had to flop out of it like a fish because Kane is too fat to get out of the way and Chris Masters is too green to know how to fall down. So
that's true. I mean, have you seen those pecs though? Like if he falls, he might deflate.
he might literally explode.
Yeah, that match was weird. I don't know. I can't really say much about it. It's not the best.
I thought it could have been a classic match, but the constant. Yeah. Why'd you have to throw me off like that?
No, you had
it. Yeah, the constant locks of the trying to get in the master lock multiple times. I thought it was one too many.
I unironically agree.
That's all he got, man.
That's 3 minutes that Raw could produce, probably.
Yep.
It was. Was this the best match on the show? Probably not. I
wouldn't say so.
No.
It's
maybe
not
inoffensive.
I don't think it's the worst, which is saying something.
Yeah, just please stop showing me Kane and Big Show in separate matches and just fucking have them tag team.
Did Kane even come out with the tag team championship?
I think he did.
Okay, because I know Big Show didn't.
No, he did. I swear.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They just never acknowledged that they're actually a team.
We play this fucking game every week. Did
I know.
they do it? Do they know that they're tag team champions? What does it matter? Look, I
Only when
think
they're
even on
booked
the pre-show, fucking Snitsky and Tyson Tomko were trying to get like a tag team championship, like contenders match. Yeah. Okay, look, here it is. Val Venus and Viscera defeated Gene Snitsky and Tyson Tomko and the Heartthrobs in the #1 contenders match. For, I assume, the tag team championship, considering that was a tag team, but who fucking knows?
Or the Heartthrobs?
I don't know.
It's Antonio and Romeo, I think, or Anthony and Romeo, and they had a really good promo, and they said, "Why don't we have last names?" And he goes, "That's a good point. Why don't we?"
All right, great. So after this, we get a backstage segment where Edge and Lita are talking to Vince just in the hallway somewhere. The audio is terrible here for whatever reason. I don't know if they hired the AEW sound guy for this. This is where he got his break, but just horrendous. You don't hear anything for like 30 seconds into the promo, and then it sounds like you're going through a tin can. But Edge basically, "Hey Vince, listen, there's going to be a guest ref. Don't make it Jim Duggan. Make it Lita. It'll be great. I swear." And then Lita's like, "Hey Vince, I'll suck your dick again if you give me the spot." And Vince starts like, "Edge, what the fuck is wrong with you? You just like watching your girlfriend just fuck guys and pimping her out for things? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
But then Edge's like, "Yeah, dude, it's awesome." Which is, I mean, listen, kink same. I'm all, do what you want. But Vince is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But then he thinks about it for a second. Goes, "You know what? Actually, that's awesome that you're willing to do that because it means you'll do anything for the W, and I respect that. So let me tell you what I'm gonna do, Lita. You don't have to suck my cock, but I'm gonna have you and Edge fight John Cena and Maria in the main event, and whoever wins gets to pick the special ref for next week."
Least problematic Vince promo.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think probably the least amount of sexual harassment or assault Vince has done, maybe since we've started watching. Is this like the only really Vince? I guess there's the Shawn Michaels thing.
That's later, yeah.
He doesn't interact with the fucking vixens or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which
quick,
that's the best part of the episode already.
True. And I just read, did they cut this segment? Because I swear I saw a promo for they were going to show the uncensored GoDaddy commercial.
Yes, but they
must
never
have
did.
cut that, right?
That was deleted from my brain.
They probably just don't have the rights to it or something. But I just realized we never actually saw that. It was probably just cut from Peacock.
Congratulations to the Super Bowl champs, Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben, you did it again for the first time.
So maybe Vince did some sexual harassment there, but from what you can see on the Peacock version, this is a pretty tame Vince.
Yeah, I don't know why they would even keep that promotional, like, hey, we're going to show this tonight, and then edit that part out.
You think anybody on Peacock like pays any attention?
If they
It'd
did
probably
it-
just have flagged by an automatic copyright thing. They're like, well,
Also, why are they promoting that? Like, hey, you want to see titties tonight? Come watch, please.
on our TV 14 show on the USA Network or whatever we're
Please.
on at this moment.
Yep, please. Stay tuned. I'm sure that went over well. I'm sure they didn't censor it anyway.
Speaking of censorship and titties,
All right, the censor?
what?
Huh?
All right. So now we're getting into, I guess, a Royal Rumble rematch, but the Royal Rumble happened 2 weeks ago, but it doesn't matter. Trish Stratus comes out extremely respectful, even more respectful than her last special guest referee outfit, which I have to say props to Trish Stratus for taking the role of special guest referee seriously and having a second uniform prepared for it.
Of
Good
course.
job.
Yeah, thank you, Trish.
Where she will once again be officiating a match between Ashley and Mickie James for reasons. Ashley comes out. Is her music different?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, she has
it's
pants
okay.
now. She's got trap pants on. Good for her. And then Mickie James comes out, and you would think that like whatever happened in the past like 2 weeks or even last week, that nothing was wrong with Mickie. She's still coming out. She's very jubilant, mimicking Trish Stratus and whatnot. But then right away, she just destroys Ashley. I think she goes in right away and just starts beating on her. But the match is not very long at all because, Mickie, is being very violent with Ashley. And then Ashley gets out of the way of like a crossbody that hits Trish. And then while Trish is like checking on Mickie, and Mickey's being distracted, I guess, by being checked on, Ashley rolls her up. And then Trish counts a clean 1, 2, 3, and Ashley wins. But she just gets the fuck out of there. She is so over it. I'm so over it. We're all so over it. Why are we doing this? Trish books it. She doesn't even raise, Ashley's hand. She dips. And then Ashley's like having fun or whatever behind her. But Trish does not care. And Mickey's just confused. I think just like all of us for what's going on.
Yeah, that match was very. I gave -2 because that shit was dog shit.
I thought it was hilarious that she just dipped. So I'll give it an enjoyed for that.
It went 1 minute and 1 second.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that they hate women in this time? I can't believe it.
Well, there's a "You're a psycho" chant from the crowd that's actively encouraged. So yes.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll through these segments because we got some tough shit to talk about.
Subscribe to Raw Down Unlimited to catch our analysis of the Spirit Squad on WWE.com Unlimited.
Yeah, so
That's the only place you'll catch it.
So this is Raw Down Unlimited, guys. Can you believe it? We're gonna talk about the Spirit Squad here, and they start dancing and cheering.
Nikki and Mikey.
Thank you for watching. Kenny, Johnny, Mitch. And they are the Spirit Squad.
And Coach says,
Stars.
"Man, I like these guys." And then Jerry Lawler says, "Yeah, Coach, I bet you do like stuff like this." So there's your homophobia for the episode. Take a fucking shot.
And then we cut to Jerry Lawler on Reddit trying to pick who's gonna win the tournament.
Yeah.
And he picks the Big Show, and it like loads up, and we load up to another segment where Trish and Mickie are backstage, and Mickie is just saying, "Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, Trish." And she's like, "I love you as a friend. You're my idol, my inspiration." Trish goes, "Yeah, but like, look at my date, Jack." And Jack, a handsome fella, goes, "I've heard a lot about you, Mickie." And Mickey's not happy about that. She's very devastated. She's heartbroken.
And obviously they're pushing it more now, but it's like, it should have at least been bittersweet, right? It's like, oh, Trish talks a lot about me at this. It's kind of just a one-way street, right?
Yeah, but have you seen Jack, though?
Yeah,
Honestly.
I mean, he's a fucking hunk.
Yeah.
Jack gets booed by the crowd. So either we're starting to feel for Mickie James here, or the whole crowd
fuck
is
him.
just
Yeah, but then-
shouting, "It's
Fuck him. It should be me.
Yes.
Yeah, no. This is the incel crowd John Cena is training. Remember? So this is the expected, at least to John Cena, the expected noise they should be making when they see a man with a woman.
The good people of Atlanta, you have a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah. So Mickey gives a little face, and King's like, "My God, she's crazy."
The shine is off now, right? Very clearly, Mickey 3 weeks ago would be ecstatic that Trish was talking to other people about her, but now Mickey is sort of evolving out of being, I don't know, crazed, I guess, for lack of a better word, or less obsessed about Trish now more than ever.
Yeah, so...
And again, they're doing, I guess, fine work considering what they have to work with. But my God,
Joe's right. This is a beautiful story.
I can't wait for it to pay off.
I agree.
Speaking of paying off, we got Shelton Benjamin rolling Mama in the back. The segment is almost good, and then it just tumbles down a hill. So we'll go through it as much as I can, but I will not talk much about this ending of the segment. So the first part, Shelton Benjamin and Mama are in the back. Shelton's like, "I'm sick of Ric Flair calling me a mama's boy. I'm sick of it. You know what, Mama? I'm going to go grab my phone because I'm so upset." And she's like, "Please don't leave me. Every time you leave me, some weirdo shows up, some freak shows up, and harasses me." And he goes, "Come on, I'll be like 5 minutes. Don't worry about it." Which is a good bit because, then it sets up a match with Shelton and the freak. But the freak this time is a mentally challenged dude with an action figure. Eugene's here, and then she's very freaked out by Eugene. All he says is just like, "Hey, I love your movie Big Mama's House too." Eugene tries to take her wig off. Shelton comes back and says, "Get the fuck out," and it was very uncomfortable.
You forgot the clapping.
I'm not going to talk about the clapping, Nico. This segment's... Listen, Eugene needs to stop. Nick Dinsmore, go fuck yourself. This sucks. Whoever wrote this, go fuck yourself. This is awful.
Was this Nick Dinsmore idea, or was this like a Vince idea?
We looked up a interview, and he was just like, "Yeah, we got the idea from this. We got the idea from this, and we went forward with it. And Vince loved it."
Yeah, Vince. According to the accused, Vince McMahon, I guess, put out some kind of edict saying that he wanted more like character-based wrestling. So the best idea he came up with was to pretend to be a mentally challenged person.
Yeah. Nick Dinsmore also said he pitched this to producers and writers who both said no, what the fuck are you talking about? We can't do this. But then he told it to Vince, and it's like, I love it. Which I actually do believe. I do think that probably is what happened.
Yeah, that sounds so accurate.
And they also apparently base it off one of the trainers' autistic son. I don't think that's how autism works.
No, this is not how autism works.
So,
I will...
No, this is like cognitive issues.
In two ways. One, there is a way to positively portray people of this community. This is not it. Two, to unkill the vibe here. Mama and Shelton is like one of my favorite parts of this show now, and we'll talk about them more later because, Mama has a thing happen to her later. But I love this lady so much. She just gives it 100% with everything she has. And Shelton's just kind of there, but he does what he needs to do.
I read...
Yeah. Like if he did too much, it'd take away from Mama. So he has to just kind of underact and be the big mom. Because like if he had a strong personality, you'd sit there and go like, why is he doing this? Why is he following his mom? But this is perfect, like for what it's needed.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, like I read from the Observer, thank you, Big Dave, that they wanted Shelton's real mom, but she wasn't fat enough, and she could talk well. So
that Mama can't talk well. Shelton's mom just didn't talk like a stereotype.
Yeah, no. Well, that as the word's saying, talked professionally. So I don't know, backstage people cooking up some shit, but
it was a different time. It was a different time.
Yeah, but that one writer's
it was a different time podcast.
Yeah, but the writer's in trouble right now for a lot of shit, especially with Apollo Crews. So it's not a different time. They just keep doing stupid shit. They love
they're catching shit for that now, but they obviously haven't back then. It's not good now or then. I'm just saying.
It's okay.
Then, now,
the
forever.
White One Edge is still here.
Thank you, Edge.
2023.
Thanks, Edge.
I love Mama Benjamin. She's the best.
My queen. My queen.
Joe, how'd you feel about this Triple H, Ric Flair tournament match?
Ooh, boy. I loved the 7 minutes it took for
Well,
both
hold
of them
on.
to come
Starring
out
your
to the ring.
Intercontinental Champion, Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah.
I
You remember him?
I did time out the entrances. Triple H is about 2 minutes. Ric Flair is about 1.5, and they're both shown in full.
Surprisingly modest. Good for them. Yeah, they come out, and then they, start to, lock up, and then it goes to commercial. They come back. And, I mean, I'm really still surprised that Ric Flair is working this well, considering he's, a 60-year-old man. And Triple H, I think, has blown out both of his quads at this point, and a shoulder. For 2006, they're still moving pretty well. Triple H starts brawling with Rick a little bit, and then gets the upper hand because of his power. Starts giving him some punches in the back. Ric Flair comes out of it. He's rearing to go, he got some kind of energy, and then he does his fall down bit. Very good bit.
I love that bit.
Yeah. And then Triple H, I think, just starts hitting him with those classic Ric Flair knees, where he falls on his knees. Can't be good for them. That can't be good for them.
Oh, the chop blocks where he just elbow or just puts all of his shoulder into the knees. I hate that shit.
Yeah. He does that 4 times, and I think at least 2 of them he actually knees Ric Flair in the forehead. Which explains a lot.
Yeah, because they were saying his nose got fucking busted the whole match. His nose is busted. His nose is busted. I
also kept thinking that Ric Flair got busted open because he's so weathered.
Mm-hmm.
His skin is so weathered, and the lights are so shiny that I every time somebody took a picture, I thought he was busted open. But no, that's just his sweaty, oily head.
He's very red. He's very leathery.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. He looks like a fucking...
Just
my god,
a
dude.
coat you put on and go to the fucking GQ style show, and you're like, damn, Ric Flair's looking pretty good today.
Yeah, I mean, at some point the ref gets hit or something, or
no,
I don't even know.
Ric
what
Flair
happened.
thumbs him in the eye.
For thumb the ref? Is that really what happened?
Yeah.
I must have looked away for a second.
Yeah,
because the ref wasn't looking, which gave enough time for Ric Flair to
go cock
boom.
watching.
Yeah, he started cock watching on Triple H, gave him a low blow, and I think flips him over and tries to get him in the figure 4 leg lock, and then Trips gets out of it and then hits him with a pedigree, and it's over.
Yeah, I thought this was the best match of the night. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was fun. It went a little long, but it didn't feel long because there was 5 ad breaks. So
I will say that these 2 guys are probably, at least on the Raw roster, the ones who care the most about wrestling. So it seems like it'd be a little hard to have a bad match.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but compared to everything else, it was holy shit, wow.
Yeah.
Are they in the Tokyo Dome with this shit? Because this shit's awesome.
Minute shit, 3 minutes too long, every Triple H match.
12 minutes of greatness.
I have other notes that have nothing to do with the match because half of my notes aren't about it.
I got some old notes from 2006, and it says ABC censored the GoDaddy commercial.
No, that's
that
bullshit.
makes sense.
Let's get that raw file. I need it.
The comment on this thing says, "I admit it was a pretty hot commercial. Thanks, man." From 2006. Very cool.
All right. 2006 man confirms it's good.
Nico, I need you to tell me what this is.
Enjoy having. No, hold on. I have shit to get in.
Get into
Fuck
it.
You.
I'll cut that out just for you.
Yeah. No. Well, no. You got to splice that back into where it belongs after our discussion. Work on it, editor man.
Thanks. It's me.
And this is tangentially related to the match. Again, I'm watching this with my girlfriend. I think a minute after they start fighting, and Rick just looks like Rick. She turns and asks me why Rick looks so shitty already. That's a direct quote. And I proceed to explain that he's been arrested and going through his 3rd divorce or whatever. And so she just asked me, you'd think by the 3rd divorce, wouldn't it just be nothing to him? And I didn't have a good response. I was like, damn, that's true. And then the sign people really out in force here, particularly one guy who, for the first half of this match, holds a sign that says, "I'm lurking," and he's holding this up over his head, is scuttling around in the background in a row like a crab. and just keeps moving back and forth on hard cam for some reason.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know what bit he's trying to do, but later he flips it over and it says in all caps, "Let me's in." MEES.
That's why he's so good.
I don't know what the fuck this guy was on. I don't know what he was trying to get over, but he really did it.
That's right.
Also, there's a sign. I don't know if it's supposed to be homophobic or supportive. I'm going to guess it's homophobic 2006, but it just says all queer chain gang. I have no other context for that. That's all it said. There was no drawing.
The Allies will be reclaiming that one.
Can we get
Is John Cena gay? Is this what we're being told? I don't.
Nico, can you confirm this?
Is John Cena gay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Tell me about this next segment.
All right. So, this next segment, all right, and I know what some people might think. What do you do in the segment? It breaks your point. No, it fucking doesn't. Let me tell you something, boys and girls, and my other peoples of great nature. This segment is just following the incel guideline, right? If at first you don't exceed, force yourself upon someone. All right.
How do you know this?
Ooh,
How do I know this? Because I'm watching John Cena in 2006. So, and he is teaching me his own playbook as I watch every episode. I'm just writing it down and putting it into real words.
Fair enough.
You're
Right.
Truth. Right? So, Maria comes in, and Maria is one of the smartest and most intellectual characters in all of Raw. I mean, I think we could all agree on that, right?
Yes. Let him cook.
So, Maria is kind of nervous. Like, she knows she's not that great, and that Lita will probably kick her ass 2 sides west of this street. And she's like, I don't want you to lose, John Cena. I feel bad, you know. You're just trying to get your championship back. You're doing your own thing. I mean, you keep telling them not to have sex. You're a good Christian man and all this stuff. Now, what does John Cena do? John Cena sees an opportunity. Somebody who is vulnerable, they're hurt, they're afraid, they don't know what to do, and he does what any freak would do in this situation. He forces himself upon her with a kiss. He doesn't let go. You can even see just a teeny bit that she's trying to back off, but she's already defenseless, so why not budge it in more? And
I would like to point out this is in John Cena's locker room that this is happening.
Yes.
So they're at a secondary location that John Cena is in, I guess, ownership of.
Oh, dear.
So, of course, it's got to be in his den, because he wouldn't do this in a public area, because somebody would call him out on his bullshit. But if it's in his private quarters, he can change that story anyways. If Maria tries to complain, he'd be like, well, she was in my locker room. I can do what I want to her. Because John Cena is a sick, sick man.
Do you think he taught that to Batista?
So he basically tells her in some words, don't worry about it, we'll beat him. And of course, what's he do? He takes his hand of justice, as he calls it, and he just depravably slaps her in the ass. You know, just to add insult to injury, right? Again, John Cena is trying to show this incel audience who hates sex. Hey, good Christian folk force women to kiss them and then smack their asses without their permission. This is how you gain access to women. This is what you should be doing to women. Don't be kind to a woman. Don't ask permission. Force yourself upon them, and you will stop being an incel. John Cena is a traitor and a monster to all women and, in fact, this country.
That's right.
I'm saying.
Kurt Angle, yeah.
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 Yeah, Ty took away our... There we go.
All right.
Ty took away our soundboard.
It's just for me.
Oh, our devoted listeners of Ty's mom and Peter Gabriel. That's why it's been
Hold on to the big
non-prevalent.
time.
We're not allowed to use it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Peter Gabriel will ever let us use his song for our intro?
I mean, we
No,
could just do
He's a
it.
coward.
Yeah, we'll be hit by Warner Media. Yeah, but they're cowards. Will they do it because it's WWE based? Then they'll acknowledge WWE.
So
If we just tell Peter Gabriel we are working for WWE, it'll be fine.
He'll get like
Yeah.
Paramount Pictures to get us down. Even though what do they got to do with big time?
True. I just want to say, folks who are also watching 2006 Raw, don't be like John Cena.
Never be
Have
like
sex.
John Cena. No.
Yes!
Consensually.
Consensually.
Yeah!
Consensually. Of course, consensually.
Yeah, we don't want John Cena sex here.
No. I mean, I'm still not convinced he's having sex. I think to him, he's just jizzing off of kissing girls.
Yeah, he's got the body pillow.
Yeah.
Not John Cena retains his semen. That's why he won the title back. He's got all the testosterone.
So when he
Exactly.
comes back from busted pecs in 3 months,
It's true.
he's healing off of retaining semen and his hatred for women.
Welcome.
He has his own growth hormone,
This
baby.
is Smack Up Ty here, and he says that Batista did nothing wrong. It was all Melina.
Uh-oh.
It's true though. It's true though. It's true though. Watch the segment. All right, Raw
I
down,
don't
Ty's
watch-
back. How could he say that? Raw is up tremendously.
Oh my.
Don't let Royal Rumble any of us into this show.
Oh dear.
Oh no. We can't let Joe and Nairn cook. That's why they'll be on Velocity Heat every week as we talk about the Velocity and Heat.
Coming soon to You Don't Have to Do This Unlimited.
45
Coming
straight
soon.
minutes of pure unadulterated racism.
Oh no.
Oh, is that the setup for the next match?
We get a
Yes,
little
it
bit
is.
ethnic.
Yes, it is. The next match is Big Show versus
Shelton Benjamin.
and Joe wants to
Well-
talk about it.
Well, hold on. It's not Big Show versus Shelton Benjamin as advertised. You're spoiling the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
sorry.
the hell?
Sorry.
The Chiron, the tournament bracket clearly states that Shawn Michaels and the Big Show are due for a match tonight in this
Joe,
tournament.
Hey Joe, say Shelton Benjamin for me.
Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, see, so now you said it's Big Show versus Shelton Benjamin, so you're the one who spoiled it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Joe, how could you spoil this, dude?
Well, we really only have Vince McMahon to blame because he comes into, I think, the general locker room that Shawn is doing jumping jacks in and says, "Oh, hey, look, pal, you're stupid, and I'm taking you out of this match."
No,
because
this
you're not a-"
happens. Sean is in the ring.
Oh, he is. Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot. Okay, yeah. So
Yes. Sean has
they-
already entered the ring with the whole music, the gear, the gimmick, and Vince's music hits, and he comes out to say all of this shit.
okay, yeah. He tells him that he's not cool, and he's taken out of it.
And he spits him.
And that next week, he will be let out of his contract, and next week Shawn Michaels will have a retirement party, to which Shawn Michaels is contractually and mandatorily obligated to attend. So I guess Shawn, hearing this news, sulks off and out of the ring, and in comes the new hot young Shelton Benjamin to take his place.
Mm-hmm.
With Mama.
With Mama Benjamin, of course, in her wheelchair and her oxygen, after recently being assaulted by a guy with bad ideas, and
What?
then they
Nick Dinsmore.
by Nick Dinsmore.
Okay, all right,
Yeah, by Nick
Fine.
Dinsmore,
all right.
not the entity from which will surely be cut out of the show.
Soul in which he inhabits. What are you talking about?
That's how wrestling works.
Yeah. Yeah, so Shelton and Big Show have a very normal big guy versus guy that isn't as big a match. And then Mama Shelton sees the opportunity to grab the Big Show's feet. And we have to say something here because you have to be really strong to stop the Big Show in his tracks, right? I mean, she held him there like an anchor for enough time to, I think, Shelton to give him like a heel kick or something, or some kind of roundhouse kick. Big Show's not pleased by it, but he thinks it's funny, entertaining Mama Shelton for now the second time in as many months. But then at some point, Big Show happens knocked out of the ring, right? I think Shelton gives him like a drop kick, and then he rolls out of the ring like a big fat guy.
Mm-hmm.
To which Mama Shelton starts barraging him with a limit breaker finish, and then Big Show yells at her to not touch me. He says, "Don't touch me!" Yelling at Mama Shelton so disrespectfully, which then causes Mama Shelton to drop because of some kind of cardiac
Dude,
issue.
I was scared. I was crying.
I was devastated for Mama Shelton. I couldn't believe this was happening to Shelton Benjamin and the Benjamin family.
Shelton didn't seem to give a fuck the whole time. Big Show was like nervous. He was like, I can't believe I just killed Mama Benjamin.
I don't think he.
Man.
Yeah, I don't think he noticed because like Big Show I think he
looked
gave
very
Shelton like a chop or something before he got drop kicked out of the ring. So Shelton might have been in the other side of the ring, resting up or something. This is the only way I can justify him not seeing his mother having a heart attack. But then Big Show gives Shelton a devastating choke slam, 1, 2, 3. Big Show moves on to the tournament. And then Big Show is like, "Hey, get some help!" And he's like yelling at the refs and the doctors on the
Big Show
side.
cares for some reason. And Shelton's just like,
Okay,
I
Big
can't
Show
believe I
is a
didn't make
noted.
the Mania.
Big Show is a noted woman respecter, though.
Yeah.
Because he fended off Lita's advances a few weeks ago, but I guess also stands up for Ric Flair. But that was more against Lita. Anyways, Big Show respects women and tried to get the ref to get medical professionals down here and get Shelton's mama the help she needed. I can't tell. I couldn't tell what was going on. There was a lot of people around her. They get her up on a stretcher, I think, to which Shelton finally comes to and starts trying to push doctors out of the way.
He's like, "Get off my mama. I want her to die." And we don't see her come to, so we can only assume that she's
experiencing trauma. We can't put that on him.
He's
experiencing trauma.
Can we confirm that she comes back, or is that she just dies like that?
Tune in next week.
At one
Thursday
point, the
night.
medic does say, "I'm not getting a pulse."
Oh God!
If she dies here, this is bullshit. Also, hear me out, right? When Mama died, Shelton's win streak died too. So
Truly devastating.
Mama.
All we can do is pour out our love and our hope that Mama Shelton and the Shelton family will be able to recover from this.
yeah,
After the commercial, the commentators are doing serious voice as we see Mama being placed on the stretcher and wheeled out.
Jerry Lawler says, "I wish that would never happen to me."
Little does he know.
Oh no. Oh no. Time to jump to 2012.
Jerry Lawler suffered anal bleeding. What?
What?
Whoa, what do you got a problem with that for?
What?
Ty.
What?
Come on, man. It's Pride Month, dude. Don't be
What do you-
saying stuff.
What does that have to do? What is Nico cooking?
What are you cooking is my question.
What do you mean?
Look, how about you get that smack up attitude out of here? That's all
Sorry,
I'm
I'm sorry. This is Raw Down.
Yeah, we don't joke about anal bleeding on Raw Down.
It's true.
Get the hell out of here.
It's a
Okay,
serious
fair enough.
condition.
I'm gonna speak in Spanish, just like Carlito. Right, Martin? How do you feel about that segment?
I mean, it was 30 seconds and sucked, so it's
Yeah, there you
Carlito.
Carlito just speak
yeah.
in Spanish.
They're like, "Hey, Carlito, how do you feel about your life, I guess?" And he said something in Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And the guy's like, "Hey, what about English?" And then Cody's like, "RVD disrespected me, and I should be in the main event of Mania." And then he bites his apple. However, he does not spit it in the face of this backstage interviewer.
Which he should,
Yes.
because he says a lot of raw shit on Bite This.
Tell
I'll
us
have to find
about
it.
it.
I'm apparently some guy calls up and said TNA is better than WWE, and Ty Grissom calls him an R word slur, and just
What
says,
year was that?
This was this year. This was like a month ago, like in
Oh,
January.
really?
Yes,
Oh my!
yes,
Oh my!
yes.
Oh, wow.
They edited it out of the show, but who knows where we can find Bite This? Maybe we'll have to make a special episode, because apparently they say some foul shit on it.
Dude, does fucking Todd Grisham just really hate TNA?
What were they doing in 2006? Oh, they had Jeff Hardy, so maybe they're just mad.
Oh, they had Christian too, right?
They're just mad.
Well, not yet.
I don't know about maybe mid 06.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Christian was doing at this time anyway. I mean, Tomko's on Heat.
He becomes NWA champion at some point during this hiatus from WWE. So,
Yeah.
all right, and this was your exciting segment about Carlito. Here comes another one.
Here
More exciting Carlito match. Carlito versus Rob Van Dam. Jerry Lawler opens by saying the first round matches tonight have been phenomenal. He is lying. Immediately before the match even starts, we start brawling on the outside because Carlito says, "I'm not gonna do anything, brother." So he beats him. RVD beats him up for a while. Carlito gets back in the ring, takes one bump, and then rolls outside again to brawl. And then we get several minutes wherein Rob Van Dam beats up Carlito, lays him over things for Rob Van Dam to then do a move to him or around him, so Carlito does not have to move at all. Lay him over a barricade him with a corkscrew leg drop. During the commercial break, RVD just eats shit from the top rope to the floor. One point, he fucks up a Rolling Thunder and then just redoes it to get a 2 count. Goes for a split-legged moonsault. Carlito gets the knees up, blocks that. Again, this is probably over the course of 5 minutes. Rob Van Dam is doing every move, everything, putting him everywhere, and Carlito was just laying there being like, "Oof, ow, ouch, my bones." He sucks shit and I hate him. However, he did a double springboard somersault senton, which was cool. The only good thing Carlito has ever done. Gets a 2 count off of that. And then he's like, "Oh man, I can't beat this guy. What can I do?" He rolls out of the ring, grabs a chair, brings it back in, apparently forgetting he is fighting Rob Van Dam. The ref gets in front of Carlito's like, "Hey man, come on, you can't do that. That's mean." And Carlito's like, "Yeah, but whatever, dude." And this gives Rob Van Dam enough time to recover, to get up, hit the Van Daminator, 5-star frog splash, get the win. For, I think, like, your only actually clean match
Yes.
of the night here.
Well-
Rob Van Dam did some cool stuff. He fucked some stuff up. Carlito mostly laid there. The senton was clean, but he, when you start by being like, "Nah, brother, beat me up on the outside," and then roll in, take half a bump, and then go like, "Nah, brother, beat me up again," fuck you. He sucks. Also, we come for commercial with Carlito working a headlock, which is the most Carlito shit you could possibly do. Carlito versus Randy Orton when? It's better than any sleep aid. Also, then they show that Triple H is fighting Big Show next week. Get fuck Nico.
Woo!
Yep. And then we got RVD versus Chris Masters, and Martin is ecstatic. RVD's running the
Wait,
gauntlet for your boys.
hold up. Triple H versus Big Show?
Next
Yep.
week.
We already saw that. It was awful.
Next week is the second round of the tournament, and that's how the tournament shakes out. Chris Masters will face Rob Van Dam, who just won, next week. Also,
Okay.
the Big Show will face Triple H next week in the second round of the Road to WrestleMania Tournament.
Why does Vince hate us so much?
Brother, you don't know what he's cooking.
Nope, just the other Vince.
Fucking hell.
Now, it is time for the main event.
That's right. We got a mixed tag match here.
The ref was
entertained
looking
by
right
it.
at RVD when he hit a Van Daminator with the chair, and I think the ref has the same sentiment as Martin, because he fucking probably hates Carlito.
Mhm.
Carlito's such a piece of shit. I was like, yeah, I'll allow it. I'll just pretend I didn't see it. So
The Van Daminator is, I think, just a legal move for some reason.
They explained that Carlito brought the chair in, so it was legal for him to hit him with it.
oh, okay.
If that makes any sense.
All right. Yeah, sure.
It
You know what?
doesn't, but fuck it. Fuck Carlito.
Yeah, so we got Edge and Lita versus John Cena and Maria. It was just right as soon as the match begins, was it just Edge beats the shit out of Cena and forces Maria to tag in. Edge just throws him out and just hits him with a execution and throws him into the steps, and it was disgusting. And then Edge tags in Lita and just beats up John more, and Lita and Maria just please stop. Don't want that. Maria can't wrestle. I don't think, is she even trained? I don't think she's trained, because that looks like she doesn't know what she's doing.
Looks like she has ran the ropes maybe 2 times.
Yeah,
Which
unfortunately.
I kind of liked, that she looked terrified that, at the beginning, Edge was beating on Cena, and then Edge grabs Maria's hand and forces the tag on Cena, and she is she's mortified that has to happen. And then she gets beat up and whatever shenanigans ensue, I'm sure.
Cena somehow just rises from the dead, comes back up, tags in. Seen Edge go for a little bit. Edge tags in Lita, so Lita and Cena are just chilling, and then Lita's like, "Guess what? I'm gonna take off my shirt."
Ooh.
Cena's dumbfounded by it. He's like, this idiot thinks John Cena, likes that? What are you, stupid? And then he dodges out of the way, and Edge wasn't even in the ring yet. And then we see Edge come in, see Lita full frontal, and just spear her. It took him a while to like set up for that spot.
Yeah.
The boob was out. He went crazy.
Edge just
So
had
true.
Edge was just like, I'm just gonna hit Lita. Like it wasn't like he accidentally hit it. It was completely on purpose.
Oh yeah, he turned into Lita. He planted and ran right into it.
John Cena
When
tags
you-
in Maria and pins Lita for a 4-minute match.
What a great main event.
And now John Cena gets to pick the special guest referee.
Which
Isn't
he
that
does.
awesome?
He says, "Oh baby, we just won," which means I get to pick the special guest referee. And guess what, buddy? You are the Rated R Superstar, and you might be feeling a little hardcore, so I got the perfect person for you. And then Mick Foley's here. Mick Foley's here. And Edge is scared. He's like, I can't believe this shit. Ah!
Wait, so why was fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan here?
He wanted to
He
be the
said
special
ho.
guest,
He said ho.
and then to say ho.
He said, hey, tough guy. I think Jim Duggan's just on Raw at this point. He's not a special character. He's just signed as a Raw.
Is he
Yes.
just a wrestler?
Yeah, he's not a special
Cena
guest.
did the bit where he's like, just like Jim Duggan, Lita's a hoe, and then Jim Duggan showed up a week later to do the hoe thing.
And now
on
he's just here.
television. So I
Didn't they
think
see
this
how
is
he
just-
shot that guy earlier this year? Why would you want him
Hello?
Why didn't Vince consider this in 2006?
I know.
He
And,
shot him
like-
because he was a trespasser.
Trespasser.
And
USA.
I mean, he did break into his house, so I mean,
Don't break into my house or I'll kill you.
Yeah.
You ever see those signs hanging around? They're like, don't be hanging around my house or I will shoot you and kill you in cold blood. And I'm like, huh. Well, here's your package, sir.
No soliciting.
Man, so that episode was probably the worst show of the year. All
Yeah,
bad.
now,
There was not good shit at all.
Now, if I was back then in 2006, I'd tell Maria, lock your doors, maybe call some friends to come over, run, because now John Cena's got a taste, and he's not going to stop until you tell him he's an incel loser.
I think we got Raw down.